Japanese girls' skin, in general, Japanese genetically. I mean, your skin is. If I'm gonna swing the other way, probably be in Japan because. That was also a big part of the decision where I was like, no more dating European guys. Girl must worship the ground I walk upon. Nonsense. Like, oh, the guy, he's so great, he's so awesome, and I'll just like, yeah.
Yes.
This is such bullshit.
You were my first match on Bumble.
You were not my first match on Bumble.
I don't know if we should do the episode about two
Dating
military
and-
guys.
Oh no, please no. Because I thought, okay, dating in Japan might be different than dating in South Africa. Isn't that much different, really?
Because there are people from all over the world.
Yeah.
Now,
No, but I mean, yes, there are cultural differences that play a part, but it's not that major. But I mean, people are still people. So you get people that are really nice people, and you get people that are really weird people, and some Japanese guys that I met were just really odd. Some of them are really nice. So, yeah. And then there was the American guys that I met. No, thank you. No, thank you. I think that was also part of, maybe a big part of the decision where I was like, no more dating European guys. We're done with European guys. For a while, at least. Or maybe forever. Because there, I would say culture plays a really big role. Because there's a very inbred thing in European cultures where guys are like, I'm so cool, I'm the bestest, I'm the coolest, I'm like the awesomest, like this girl must worship the ground I walk upon. Nonsense that you don't really find in Japanese culture.
Well, Japan has a certain kind of patriarchy. And just for example, this might sound like it has nothing to do with it, but when you go to the people's housing, their, what do you call it, the sign, the name of the householder, only the name of the householder, the guy's name, the father's name is in there, or he's at the top with a big ass letter, and everybody else, his wife, his kids, on the small letters. That's a sure sign of or vestige of the patriarchy that has been for centuries in Japan. And in my experience, many people still living in men has to be this, that, whatever. That's not just going to be useful anymore.
No, I mean, I'm sure that there is still that, but I mean, the Japanese girls that I've seen and talked to, they really know what they want. They're like, I want a guy, he has to have a car, he has to, like, his salary has to be this much, like, he should dress a certain way, he should take me to certain places. I've spoken to a Japanese guy where he's like, he's so nervous when he goes on a date with a Japanese girl because he has to plan everything, he has to book everything, he has to do everything in advance. And like, he's like he has to dress really nice, and he has to buy certain kinds of cologne, certain types of shoes. Otherwise, the girls are just like they're not interested. So yes, you have that sort of interplay. So yeah, you still have the patriarchal system in Japanese culture, but you also have the Japanese women which are turning around and going, well, I can decide who I want to marry and have kids with. Because I mean, yes, it's still expected in Japanese society to get married and have kids. That's like a big thing from what I understand. So the girls are just like, I'll get married, I'll have kids, but I'm gonna have like a shitload of a list. Like, you're gonna have to be able to provide all of these things from guys before. So, which doesn't really happen in European countries, because the girls are all like, oh, the guy, he's so great, he's so awesome, I'll just like,
Yes.
This is such bullshit.
As far as what I observed in America, true manhood attraction, men that women looking for, it's different.
Because I mean, like, literally, like, in European countries, like, girls are just like throwing themselves at guys. They don't care. Does the guy actually have money? Is he like, I mean, yes, he's a good guy, but being a good guy will also only get you so far. It's like me saying, but I'm a nice person. But then being a nice person will only get you so far. Because the reality of the situation is, we need to have money to be able to survive.
Or he may look nice or very airy-fairy and smiley at first, but on the other end, he just doesn't know what he's doing at all.
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of guys like that.
Say, for instance, he can't hold down a steady job, ever. So there's no financial security in that relationship, ever. And everyone's like, yeah, but, you know, money can't buy love, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but if you don't have a roof over your head and you don't have clothes on your ass and you don't have food in your stomach, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, or as long as the guy knows how to explain like which direction he wants to take himself and whoever willing to fuck with him.
Exactly.
Sort of
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, if you're willing to sign up for that, great, go ahead. I don't want that. Thank you very much. No,
At least have a vision of and purpose of life.
Yeah.
It could depend on what type of relationship that they're looking for. If they pretty much tried like everything else and ready to build some family and stuff like that, you gotta have certain foundation. That way you can take care of your kids, yourself, everything. What we were talking about a little bit earlier. Too many Japanese commercials, like especially those, I guess like YouTube ads. Those skincares for men, or you gotta be plucking like every tiny piece of shit out of your chin. No bears. No comics like
Japanese girls really like guys that are really clean shaven.
Perfume where your skin needs to be all nice and smooth.
I don't know, because I mean, maybe because my skin isn't perfect, stuff like that doesn't bother me. But I mean, okay, Japanese girls' skin, in general, Japanese, genetically, I mean, your skin is happy dance. Yeah, I mean, genetically, your skin is generally better than European skin. I always say, if I'm gonna swing the other way, I'll probably be in Japan because really good looking.
If you compare my skin with those, advertised, artificially polished, marketed type of
but I mean that's Photoshop, that makeup.
Bullshit.
No, I'm talking about real people. When you see people and they're not wearing foundation and tons of makeup and all that stuff.
I'm having some makeup. Bears and bears and mustache.
Bears.
Yeah.
Bears.
I mean.
Beards.
For now, I'm having my own reason of leaving the top a little bit so that it doesn't get on my purpose. Shave your beards nice and clean, and have some fences. None of those bullshit matter. If you don't have your own self-worth, like your lack of your self-esteem, and how to be bold as a man without being overly aggressive.
Yeah.
I have almost like zero experience with
Japanese women?
Yeah, but non-Japanese girls, they don't give a shit. For me, I think that so many Japanese girls, they look at me and just I might have a different aura, so it might be kind of appealing to them, or according to what people tell me. I don't really speak about myself in this way, but I'll spend zero time, money, and energy on
looking fancy.
Looking fancy or doing all this.
Looking rugged.
When sometimes some of the sex educators are talking about the bears, like especially when they kiss, make you feel like. Imagine if what they call in English, scrub,
scratching,
rough scrub that you do to wash the tiles or some shit. Imagine that thing is getting rubbed on your skin. Like, that's how the girl feels like when you kiss, like when you're
like when it's like run like this. Is that what you mean?
It might depend on the texture of your hair.
Yeah, because I just wanted to say this is soft. This is not like scratchy. I don't know.
If you compare some male Japanese model or some K-pop idol and equivalent on the Western side, they having some bears and mustache, living out there. I mean, they do a little bit of work to groom it.
To keep it nice.
You get rid of some unnecessary a couple
I think
pieces standing out.
That sort of is like up to girls' preference. Makes some girls really don't like guys with beards. Some girls like guys that have chest hair. They don't mind, or they like it. They like it a lot. Other girls don't like chest hair. For them, it's gross. Some guys like vaginas with hair. Some guys like vaginas without hair. So there, it's sort of up to communication. Also, what you sometimes have is girls have really sensitive skin around their mouths. So maybe to me this is fine because it's not hard, but to another girl it feels like sandpaper. But I mean, then she can just say, listen, hey, you know.
Yeah, that can be solved by communication.
This is a problem because it hurts my mouth. Can we do something about it?
Respect, care, and communication.
Yeah. And if you don't open your mouth and say something and you're unhappy about it, don't be a dumbass. Say something.
100% clarity and honesty.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you gotta...
You don't have to be nasty about it. Just ask nicely. Explain it nicely.
Abrupt,
yeah. Oh my god. I just really thought I was gonna die. Why?
Is it a little too serious to keep this on?
You can keep it on, I don't mind.
What is something that made you cry this whole time?
I'm happy to see you. I'm scared. So yesterday he was like, yeah, you know what, why don't you come over and like there's, you know, we can like do stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know. So I said to him, listen, I just don't have like a lot of money to travel, so I don't want to go too far. I'm like, okay, this doesn't sound too far. Sounds okay. I mean, I'm not doing all the work, he's not doing all the work, which is fine.
Where does he live?
Near Shinjuku somewhere. I was thinking of going to Shinjuku in any case at some point because my other South African friend kept on going on about how great the capsule hotels are. So I was like, okay, I can like chill in a capsule hotel tonight and then I can see if I can explore Shinjuku tomorrow. Like to the end of the meal, he looks at me and goes, do you have any money on you? I'm like, yeah, I do. Like 5,000 yen. Why? He's like, yeah, no, I don't have any cash on me. Yeah, your point being? Yeah, no, like, you know, how are we gonna pay the bill? What do you mean, how are we going to pay the bill? So he looks at me and goes, don't you have a credit card? What? And he got really, really mad and really insistent. So
At least for the people around.
yeah, there's people. I mean, the whole train is full of people. Everyone's like staring at us. Oh my god, this guy's gonna fucking murder me.
That is very possible.
And I'm like,
What I hear so far.
so we get to the stop. He's like, this is the stop. So there's now a shit ton of people. So I'm thinking, okay, now is my chance. Just fucking... I'm sorry for the surprise visit. I didn't know what else to do.
I'll love to hear from